Yo guys, what's going on? Adam McKola here, Adam McKola TV, outside Wembley. As you can see, you can probably hear a helicopter which is above me somewhere, circling around Wembley Stadium, where Manchester United have been knocked out of the FA Cup by Chelsea 3-0 on the day. An absolute gutting performance from Manchester United. It was not good enough from the Reds. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got it wrong with his selection, with his tactics, with his substitutions, with absolutely everything. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got it wrong on today of all days. It is now one defeat in 20 games. We were hoping to make it 20 games unbeaten today and get to that, FA Cup final. But somehow, some way, we've managed to blow it against the team that we've beaten 3 times already this season, scoring 8, conceding 1. How the hell did we manage to blow it just like that? If we lost today, which obviously we did lose today, but I thought if we lost today, we wouldn't have lost in that fashion. We wouldn't have lost like that, going out without a whimper. Yes, we got a goal back towards the end, but it was never ever a match. It never ever felt like it was going to be a competition today. Even from 1-0, I felt just like, no, this ain't happening. I seen the team selection. We had 3 at the back, Lindelof, Maguire and Bailly. We had 2 wing backs in Williams and Wan-Bissaka. We had Matic in the midfield with Fred. We had Bruno Fernandes in there. And then we had Daniel James and Marcus Rashford up front. And I was thinking, why Daniel James up front, like in a front 2? Why? I don't get it. Why didn't we opt to go and change it to something else, or a 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1? Yes, play Daniel James. Yes, change things up in a few areas. But did we need to make that many changes with that much? Like, we weakened the team so much. Before the game, I was saying, yes, we've got a game coming up. Yes, we've got a few games coming up. But we need to go in there with a strong side. This is an FA Cup semi-final. This is an opportunity to play Arsenal here in a final and potentially win a trophy. The first trophy for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and we didn't turn up today. And in the form that we're in the form that we have been in recent weeks, like, that's not good enough, man. That is not good enough, man. That weren't good enough from Manchester United today at all. Like, it started off too slow. We didn't defend well at all. I thought Maguire, poor. Lindelof, poor. Lindelof notably poor for Giroud's goal. Now, just before Giroud's goal, just before half-time, there was a big injury to Eric Bailly and Harry Maguire. Harry Maguire's getting his head wrapped up. Eric Bailly's on the floor after about 2-3 head knocks. Had seen him go down on the ground. Like, we had them players out, and then we knew now we've got loads of minutes added on. Let's defend, get through to half-time, 0-0. What happens? The score just before the break. Victor Lindelof allows Olivier Giroud to run across him to the front post, get there before him, and score. What are you doing, Victor Lindelof? What are you doing? I don't get it. Like, get across there with your man. I said before the game started, I'd rather see them play Tammy Abraham today than Olivier Giroud. Giroud is an experienced goal scorer. He's an experienced striker with the physicality that can cause problems for the likes of Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire. We've seen the kind of strikers that cause problems for our defenders, and he was causing those problems there. They weren't good enough today. And it worries me because that's £110 million on centre-halves. £110 million on centre-halves. I don't want to overreact, but I've thought this a lot. Should Maguire have been given the armband when he's not really guaranteed to be starting week in, week out? Or at least he shouldn't be guaranteed to start week in, week out. Not on that form. There's been times since the break when Lindelof's been better than him. There's been times since the break when Lindelof's been the worst one. Like, it's not always just one of them letting down the other one. It's not a case of, Maguire's doing well, but, his partners are letting him down. Lindelof's letting him down. This guy's letting him down. It's never a case of that, because he's normally letting the defence down as well. And I think Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, they've all definitely improved Manchester United. They've all definitely improved the way that we're going, the direction that we're moving in. They've all done that, and they've improved our defence, which is seen. We've got like 13 clean sheets in the last 20 games. But to stay at Manchester United, to stay as our centre-halves, to keep pushing on, to stay there, you have to be improving. Harry Maguire has to step these levels up again. You're not at Leicester no more. You're not playing for England, bruv. You need to step your levels up. You need to step them levels up. You have to. Wan-Bissaka not good enough today. Victor Lindelof not good enough today. Harry Maguire not good enough today. And don't let me start on David De Gea. David. Bro, you've been so good for us for so many years, and this is why I don't even want to come out and start slating you like this. But David, bro, man, you can't be making these mistakes. It was like watching Massimo Taibi out there today. Bruv, are your wrists made of poppadoms, bro? Are they made of Doritos? What's going on? Why are you flapping at things? The first one, okay, Lindelof, you've got to get across. Lindelof, you've got to get across your man. You've got to make sure Giroud don't get that flick on. And then De Gea makes a mistake. He saves it and then it hits off him and goes in. All right, allow that one. Lindelof should have got there. It's not fully David De Gea's fault. But the second one from fucking, what's his name? Mason Mount. That wet wipe. You letting him bang like that? I don't get it. We played poorly today, but our goals came from mistakes. Our goals came, and the third goal, I don't even want to think about it. The third goal, I do not even want to think about it. Was that a mistake? Was it a Maguire? I don't even know. I don't know. It wasn't good enough at the back there today. And look at it, 50 M's Wan-Bissaka, 80 mil Harry Maguire, 30 mil Victor Lindelof, 30 mil Eric Bailly. That wasn't good enough today. Second goal as well, Brandon Williams made a mistake. Second goal, Brandon Williams makes a mistake. It's not good enough, do you know what I mean? And that's the thing, like, I just want to see better from them, man. I'm not writing off Maguire. I'm not writing off Lindelof. But I want to see better from you. Like, if you want to stay here and you want to be a part of a Man United team that's improving, getting better, and not only that, going to win the big trophies, you man need to step it up. Because if you don't, Harry Maguire, there's questions going to start being asked about you. Victor Lindelof, there's already questions being asked about you. And I think that's unfair to Victor because at times he's been the better of the two. But do you know what I mean? Harry's got the captaincy. He's not going to get dunked like that. So we've dismantled our back four, back five, and got David De Gea. Where else did it go wrong for Man United today? Nemanja Matic. He's been so good since the restart. But since he's got his contract, what's happened? He's fell off a cliff. The performances aren't going up anymore. He's fell off a cliff. What's going on there? It don't make sense. It don't make sense. I don't understand why Nemanja Matic's performance weren't there today. And then Fred alongside him. Where's Fred and McTominay been? The Fred and McTominay from before the break. The Fred and McTominay that were part of helping us get us in this run. They weren't there. They weren't there today. I know McTominay didn't start, but I just mean, Fred and McTominay, whenever they're being brought out and they're coming off the bench, they're not performing well. So you can't ask them to start every game when they're not performing well. Because Fred today was abysmal. And then further forward, Rashford, quiet day. Had a chance to make it 2-1. 1-1, I can't even remember what it was. He dragged it wide. Quiet day for Marcus Rashford. Daniel James. I don't want to blame Daniel James. It's not his fault we lost today. But ultimately, Daniel James isn't good enough to be starting against Chelsea in a FA Cup semi-final. He's a squad player. He's not good enough. He's too one-dimensional. He sticks his head down and runs. I don't get why we had a very good team, Martial scoring goals, Rashford scoring goals, Bruno scoring goals, and we completely changed it. I don't understand why we did that. I understand making one or two changes. I understand maybe bringing in a Bailly or someone like that, but making that many changes and going out there like we're playing Norwich? Really? We only have ourselves to blame today. Ollie only have himself to blame today. And the players definitely only have themselves to blame today because ultimately that was not good enough. And ultimately we have to look at ourselves because we've got two big games coming up this week now. We've got midweek West Ham. If we don't beat them, we're not getting top four. Jose's done us a favour today, beating Leicester. We're level on points with top four. So if we can get top four, who knows what happens in the Europa League? It can still be a good end to the season, but I think what this has ultimately shown is, one, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wants to make changes, and he does make changes, we ultimately haven't got the quality in depth. We haven't got the bench that's good enough. If you want to bring out Pogba, if you want to bring out Bruno out of your team, your bench ain't good enough. And there's a lot of Man United fans that say, oh, Greenwood's playing well, don't buy Sancho. Or Bruno's playing well, Pogba's playing well, don't sign Grealish. But really, we need quality in our team. We need quality on our bench, and we need more players that are able to come in, give the good ones a rest, and be able to compete with our first team to get in there. Because today, that weren't that. It weren't that. And we shouldn't be seeing when Mason Greenwood can't start, Daniel James starts. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. When Martial can't start, we got Rashford and James up top. Really? That wasn't good enough today. And I think Solskjaer's had Lampard in his pocket for a few times. He's had Lampard in his pocket a couple times. But today, Lampard won that comfortably. I don't even think Chelsea really played that well, which says it all. I really don't. Good luck to them in the final, because I'd rather see them win it than Arsenal win it. But fuck both of them. And United today, that was poor, man. That wasn't good enough. That's the worst performance I've possibly seen recently from the rest. Like we've had a few warning signs. Southampton away, the start against Bournemouth, the start against Villa, and we said it play like that again today against these lot and will cause problems, and that's exactly what happened. Anyway, guys, we got fan cams coming up on Stretford Paddock, so make sure you're subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. The link's in the description below for all that stuff. Make sure you're keeping it locked to Adam McKola TV as well by subscribing there. We'll be back for the Aftermath Live very, very soon. But also, we got loads more coming your way as well. So keep it locked. Head over to Paddock right now. They'll be live for their review. Fan cams are coming with me as well. I'll see you guys soon. But for now, I have been Adam McKola. Let me try and close this without absolutely ruining everything. I'm out of here. Peace.